we were talking about the DIY, and could you just make a quick comparison and actually say the main difference between the do it yourself and do it all yourself?
Nice. Yeah. So that we talk about this in the course. So the stuff that I'm presenting in the course, it's deep, and I want to give as much detail as I can for students to use, right? With the understanding that one person can't do all of this stuff. So I made that differentiation in the course. I forget who said it. I didn't make that up. But do it. There's the DIY way to go about things. But DIY does not mean DIAY, do it all yourself. So I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier. Say you're in a band. It would be great, if possible, where you separate some responsibilities out when you're starting, So, all right, who's the guy that's comfortable with handling everything on the web? Who's the person that has the best voice that's going to write the emails, Who's the person that can work with TuneCore, get your digital distribution happening, It's like that, when you're starting off. Like if you're in a band, maybe you can divide things out, and try to figure it out, because there's a lot happening, and there's tools out there that can help you to syndicate messages out there. You can do stuff where you write something on Twitter and you can syndicate it to Facebook. There's little helpful time-saving services out there. But at the end of the day, when you're starting off, there's a ton. So it's kind of like what I was saying about data. The other thing you want to do is, all right, so not everybody's fan base is the same, obviously. Maybe I have a lot of artists that are, a lot of students that are country artists, So the way that people market in that genre, and genre is tough to talk about, but generally speaking, is different than how you market indie rock, as an example, Some of the people that are, fans of indie rock might be here and would be responsive to campaigns focused in one area where country music fans would not at all. So you gotta figure that out, Just cut that. I lost my train of thought. What was the question?
The difference between doing it yourself and doing other stuff.
Sorry, man. Okay, let me get back. So let me pop back in here, man. It's just too much talking. So at the end of the day, I think that if you can identify where you want to market and figure out people that can help you out in these particular areas, it's really good. In a lot of cases, you might have like this super fan, that I went to this new music seminar a couple of weeks ago in New York, and I forget who was talking about it, but there's somebody saying, I went to this great touring panel run by Martin Atkins, now I remember, and it was one of the promoters there that was relating a story about the fact that one of the bands they represent, the lead singer of the band is saying, hey, I've got this crazy person that just will not leave me alone, right? They just keep emailing me, and they want to do stuff or whatever, and the promoter said, put that person to work, you know what I mean? So get that person, what kind of skills do they have? And turned out this person had extreme web skills and became the person responsible for the website. It was just a fan, just like, I love your music, that's just, again, nothing is the same for every band. In that case, they had this crazy, I say crazy, they weren't crazy, they were enthusiastic. They had this enthusiastic fan that they were able to put to work for them in a positive way and channel that energy and love for the band into something that helped them with marketing, So that's another way, and like we were saying before, when you're building up your community, you're finding people within the industry that can help you. Some of these people are going to become your supporters down the line, are going to do different things for you. But it's just like, you're slowly building up, So it's, the thing, do it all yourself is difficult, in particular with the amount of tools and kind of digging through what works and what doesn't work. There's one thing with the course that I think is helpful, is that I've kind of gone through this stuff, and I'll say, hey, this is what Nimbit is good at and what they're not good at. Here's what Topspin's good at, what they're not good at. Here's what Bandcamp does, and here's what they're going to charge. I break down a lot of the stuff in there, so I kind of, it's a leg up for a lot of students, and say this is what you should watch out for, So it helps to be educated, bottom line too, to sort of have a foundation to go off of.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
No.